Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Chris Unbias. You checking in, man. Loaded Lux versus Charlie Clips. This is my official review, man. I know I did a Summer Madness 5 blog probably like a week ago. YouTube deleted it. A lot of people been hitting me up, asking me what's going on with that video. YouTube deleted it because I used a clip that I wasn't supposed to use at the end of the day. So copyright infringement, they deleted it. So back with my Loaded Lux versus Charlie Clips recap. Yo, to be real with you, I like this battle. It got a lot of replay value. It's a lot of things in the battle I think just adds to the intensity to the battle. I don't really understand why fans don't like the battle. But when I look at Clips' performance in this battle, I actually thought it was a pretty good performance, especially to his standards, because normally we don't even get 3 crazy rounds or 3 good rounds from Clips. I actually thought Clips showed up every round in this battle. Loaded Lux, I thought it was great this battle, to be real with you. A lot of people talking about the whining and the bitching and everything between the coin flip and the time rounds and everything. Yo, when you go to battles live, my nigga, you see a little bit more of this. You may not see it to this magnitude. I look at it as gamesmanship. Nobody really wants to give an inch. So what you do is you go a little bit over the time and then you complain when they go over the time. It's just psychologically a tactic, you know what I'm saying? And when you a veteran in the game like Lux, a veteran in the game like Clips, you do little bullshit like that to try to get over on your opponent. There is a lot of little tactics that go on. I look at it as people really wanting to win, and they trying to use every little psychological angle. It's not always the case. Some niggas just be whining to me, and that's a nigga like Rex. To me, Rex, when he wasn't letting Cortez and other niggas get off, to me, Rex is just whining. But certain dudes, it's all gamesmanship, and I think that it added to the intensity of the battle. The only thing I didn't like about the beginning was basically the coin flip. You know what I'm saying? I thought the coin flip was kind of whack. Even Clips yawning, which is hilarious to me. Lux is spitting some of the craziest shit, but what is Clips doing? Stretching, looking at the crowd. Oh, y'all niggas not gonna boo him when he undressed and all that kind of shit. It's all gamesmanship. Round 1. I thought Lux came out, the whole undressing in terms of taking off the layers of clothing, because Clips had pretty much said, we don't know who you gonna be. His thing about, you gonna call me a preacher, you gonna call me a YMCA dancer, that whole setup was nice. And when he was basically taking off his clothes and undressing layer by layer, he's basically shedding himself, saying, I don't really need this in order to win. I thought it was clever. I do feel like he could have worked it out a little bit better. Like maybe he could have rapped that particular way, like he could have done the gray hoodie and rapped maybe 16 bars and then say, you know what, this ain't the Lux y'all want. Then took it off and rapped another 16 bars as the preacher, then rapped another 16 bars as the, you know, like he was with Mook with the Gucci suit on, or Louis Vuitton suit, or whatever suit he had on. And then I think he could have set it up a little bit better, but I understood where he was going with it, and I still thought it was a dope setup. So he had that, he had the Ice Cube Doughboy scheme, he had the bandages line, which pretty much ended the battle. I wrapped circles around you, you lucky it could have been bandages. I thought that was a nice setup. He had the T-Mobile phone plan setup. What else did he have in this battle? In an age where trigger fingers turned to Twitter fingers, I thought it took a couple characters to get your message across. Nigga, that shit is a haymaker, dog. Especially when Clips is saying, we don't know what character you're gonna be. I thought Lux had a good round 1. He got stopped or whatever at the 5-minute mark, and what does he do? Gamesmanship. He looks in the crowd and says, oh man, you a sucker for this time shit. You a sucker for this time shit. As if he don't know it's 5-minute rounds. But what does he do? He makes it appear like Clips is the one complaining about the time, or Clips is the one that's not allowing him to get off. When really, he just got to construct his material within a time limit. Clips comes back in round 1, addresses his hollow haters, basically saying he has a disease and he will never play with his blessings again. I thought it was a good intro, letting people know that he was going to definitely take this battle serious. The Fabulous line was dope to me. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't see O-Red and Loaded Lux nowhere in the same vicinity battle rap wise. But when he said your resume don't even compare to O-Red, so it's like Fabulous spelling his name, you should be where O is. That line was hard. I definitely was fucking with that line. He had a few nice one-liners, man, about the paralyzed guy, saying that he's feeling this. What else he said? Martin calling Eddie, this ain't light. Quentin Miller tapping Drake, this ain't right. The Tiny line, who should I run to, which was a play off the Escape song. Tiny was in Escape, so that went pretty well together. What else did he have in this round? I blow your head onto your Pumas. Basically, I don't care what this cat think. I have your Caesar next to Dutchess. Welcome to Black Ink. I thought it was a clever line. I got Clips barely edging the first round. You know what I'm saying? I got him barely edging the first round. Round 2, Loaded Lux. One of Lux's best rounds in this whole battle, man. I felt like he attacked every fiber of Charlie Clips. The rebuttal was crazy, you know, or it wasn't even a rebuttal, basically a freestyle about, you know, ain't nothing you kick wavy. He had on a wavy kick shirt. First time I really ever seen Lux really freestyle like that. That shit was dope. Everything about Charlie Clips, from the gambling, was addressed in this round. The couture shit was addressed in this round. Shout out to the wife, the boss bitch's wife and niggas. Yo, the couture shit was crazy. Everybody knows it's over when you get checked in front of your mate. The EBL contract, stop acting like you making all these boss moves when you don't even got a car. And I thought it hit hard in this particular round. Clip's second round, also very, very good, especially the way it started. When he came out rapping like Lux, being very lyrical, I thought that shit was dope. He parlays that into the whole, you're only rapping for the culture, stop fucking lying. That whole setup was dope. This seemed like the first 3 minutes of this round, dog, was just fire by Clips. And I was like, yo, Clips is gonna fuck around and take this round also. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking watching it. I felt like Clips ended this round kind of bad, considering where he started from to where he ended was bad. He got back into the 4-bar buildups, which definitely was not going to work in this round because Lux's second round was too crazy. He goes back into the 4-bar buildups. When he did the Shang Tsung shit, started rapping like K-Shine, followed that by the Shotty Horror bar, he just ended too bad. And I think the reaction he got caused him to stop his round. And I talked to my homie Will, man, who works with URL, who does a lot of the recording, the timekeeping for the battle. He basically was a timekeeper for this battle. He said Loaded Lux in the second round went about 30 seconds short of 5 minutes, but he said Clips went like a minute and a half short of 5 minutes. I thought that was significant, man, because you got Lux who having a crazy second round. You got Clips who basically goes like a minute 30 short. I don't know if he got stuck. I don't know if he started to choke. I don't know if he got to a point where they just stopped fucking with his round, and sometimes you get nervous and like, yo, let me just end this shit here because I had the crowd a minute ago and now I don't have the crowd. But you could see URL was basically telling him he can keep going. So yeah, man, I got Lux winning the second round. Even though Clips started off really well, midway through he was still cooking. But the way he ended, man, definitely got me leaning towards Lux in the second round. So I got Lux winning round 2. Loaded Lux round 3. We already know where this is going. He pretty much addresses the whole snitching situation, takes the Rex angle, and basically times 10. And some people feel like, you know, they don't like that because they feel like he just stole the Rex angle and redid it. Me personally, I felt like that shit worked well. It made Clips very emotional, my nigga, and I think it showed in the third round. So basically, Clips says to Rex, I'll give you 8 racks if you can provide paperwork. So Lux comes out, provides the paperwork, and then says, I figured you could give him his 8 stacks in person. That shit was a rebuttal, haymaker to something that was previously said. And Clips got so emotional. Look what he told old boy. He said, What he told old boy, he said, your pops was a snitch too. Nigga, think how crazy this shit is. Clips basically said his pops wasn't a snitch in the Rex battle, and then says, your pops was a snitch too. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So Lux had definitely a good third round. I actually, to me personally, I like his second round more than I like his third. His third was definitely more effective. The paperwork shit, he could have even done that even crazier. You know what I'm saying? He could have had like the dude like at the top of the balcony, and he could have done the paperwork thing, and he could have just had dude just throwing the paperwork. It could have just been raining paperwork. He could have even done that even a little bit crazy, but definitely effective third round, man. Once again, breaking down everything about Clips. Charlie Clips third round, you can tell he was definitely emotional about the whole paperwork situation. He did a little rebuttal, you know, telling dude to shut the fuck up, telling dude he was a snitch. His pops was a snitch too, and he told the psychiatrist and all that kind of shit. Had a little rebuttal to get the crowd quiet because niggas started to boo him a little bit. It kind of seemed like Clips scrapped his round a little bit and kind of came with some other shit. You know, I think maybe he got back into his round later on and had bits and pieces because he started talking about the Nas situation, Evil to Live Backwards, and how he stole that from Nas and, you know, stealing shit from Queens niggas. And But his round was definitely faded in the third round. And I'm not even so much mad at this particular round because I don't think he could have beat Lux at all in this round. I just think Lux's third round was just too powerful. The angle he took, it was always going to be too much for probably Clips to overcome with just 4-bar buildups and a few schemes. And the crazy part is, the more and more I watch this battle, my nigga, the more and more I just appreciate Loaded Lux's rounds. And that shit is just something that you can't even say that about a lot of battle rappers. I go back now and watch Lux versus Hollow, and I'm like, yo, Lux was just talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think in the building, a lot of people had Hollow winning, a lot of people had Lux winning. Hollow went third, so it kind of seemed like he had pretty much won because he brought out Calico Pops and shit like that. He kind of had like a crazy third. Even though he got booed, he rebutted it well, won the crowd back over in the third. So it looked like it was a crazy third. When I go back and watch Hollow versus Lux, I really be watching it for Lux's rounds, to be real with you. So, and that's just the way Lux is. I'm going to do the same thing with this battle. It's not that Clips didn't have a good battle. I felt like this is one of Clips' better battles. Win or lose is one of his better battles. But Lux's rounds always get better with time. And he's one of the few battle rappers that's like that. And that's why I got the battle, man. 2-1, Loaded Lux, Unbiased review. I'll let your boy.